Nearly 8 o'clock, but it's been a pretty good day for Durham. How do you assess it?
Well, it's been a good day. It's been an interesting day. It's a day of mixed emotions, really, up and down. But look, at the end of the day, there's been some outstanding bowling. There's been some signs of some batters who look like they can get in on the wicket and make some runs. But that's the adventure of, on a wicket that's, giving bowlers an opportunity to knock you over. You got to strap yourself in and see what happens. But hopefully tomorrow is going to be on back to normal.
I'm not going to take you through it blow by blow because we'd be here until tomorrow, but stuck in, I don't think it was a surprise. And actually you left a front line spinner out, which I know is pretty unusual for you, but that suggests what you thought of what the pitch was going to do.
Yeah, look, since I've been here, we've never left a spinner out, but I think when we looked at the pitch, plus the overhead conditions for the 4 days is going to be overcast and a bit of rain and that sort of stuff. So, Parky's probably a bit unlucky to miss out, but at the end of the day, we just felt that Buster Later probably offered us a fifth bowling option, fast bowler, but also an extra batter, which, rightly or wrongly, that's what we went with.
190 all out, Ben Stokes top scores. At the end of that innings, are you quite pleased with 190?
Oh, look, I think throughout the day we were getting reports back from the players in the middle thinking, if we get to 200, it's a solid score and we can defend that. So, yeah, look, you still got to bowl well, but then they got to 2 for 80 or something, 70 odd. A little rain shower stopped, or bad light, we came off. And then I just thought, look, the senior players in Stokes and Siddle really controlled the game from there. The scoring dried up and, there was opportunities that we took and suddenly they were in trouble and, it ended up being a really good bowling performance.
I think your lads might have been asking to change the ball at one point and then about 2 overs later, a double change in bowling and bang, ran through them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Matthew Potts is obviously buoyed by the announcement that he's in the test team and came back and bowled really nicely. But again, the balls, we've changed about 1 million of them this year, I reckon. But that's one of those things. But look, at the end of the day, this game, you could say we got our noses in front, that's for sure. But tomorrow is going to be an adventure. We've got to bat and find a way to make plenty of runs because at some point this wicket will flatten out. And so, they'll be batting last on it. And we need a score to defend.
Was the wicket flattening out anything to do with, did that come into the thinking with the decision to play around with the batting order a little bit?
Well, the thing was, when David Beddingham was injured, everything was going to have to change anyway. Yeah. So, the thought process was, look, if we put Clarkey at number 3, who's obviously done a lot of opening the batting in these past as well, maybe that can settle it all with, Ackerman, who's just going to bat at 4. And that means we don't have to move Robinson and Stokes and all those sort of guys. But of course, once you get closer to the end, your night watchmen start to look around and think that maybe it's us. And then of course, Potsy's done it before for us. And unfortunately, we lost another wicket. And then, Peter Siddle had already ran at me and said that he wanted to do it. So, look, those guys have got a big job tomorrow. They have to try and get through the opening bowlers and try and keep scoring, and then the batters are going to be called upon and they're going to have to bat well and hopefully get us a score.
A lovely position to have people like racing to be nice to watch when you got a couple of them. And quick word finally on David Beddingham, because he looked brilliant for the runs he got. Didn't field at all though.
No, unfortunately, looks like he's hurt his hamstring. He's got some tightness and that in there. He'll be sent for scans tomorrow, but at the end of the day, he still will bat for us. But what happens after that, depending on the scans, obviously, we got a lot of T20 stuff that he's obviously played a big part in. He's also got to go to the West Indies and play for South Africa, which is obviously he's got one eye on that as well. So we've got to look after him. But, fingers crossed the scans come back okay.
Ryan Campbell, thank you for your